I could probably spend years fixing this boat.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little Back Bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Just arrived? Head over to Customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please. You've got a ship, but you've never visited ground.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded and...
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. If I had to take a guess as to why... You take the starch out of him, well... Oh, and if you're... Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's... A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. Mutt, is there anything else? Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system past... Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But they're into... Most of those jobs are going to take you... Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not... Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help.
You're real good at...
Well, thank you, Mitt.
Can we move this along?
Are you pulling my... You must be one of them long-haul freight... Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Then... Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wild... Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the ground... I guess that was the start of our independence. Glad to help. Relative to the board holdings, they aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. Sublight gives me the creeps. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. All right. The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. Make sure... Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone sick. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manage. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we allow. There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their rank. Sounds like, yeah. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of we push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker.
The board wouldn't.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Sorry about the heat. Oh, lot of heard of it? My orientation.
Yeah. I hope they're.
That's a spacious choice. So, what can I get you? Have a look.
Are you listening to me, Mfuru? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
What seems to... Not without dispensation. We don't have the... Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cle. Take care.
I'm sorry. See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this. Let me get one thing straight. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy.
Can't say I've seen you. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. Or having a spot of trouble. Did he now? He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my... I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis. You look...
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
I thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. No, it isn't. It's a mess, but it's mine. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits... At ease. Nice to see an outsider. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10, the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone... We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You see...
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Not a problem, Cap. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated... Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those... Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematic. Sorry, I forgot not... The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned. I have. One of my... I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. Nice and pragmatic. Good.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with... Look at this, time to feed the...
Is this what carbon monoxide?
Speaking for myself, Cap.
You came with the crew. Welcome. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above.
That's right, sir. Just the parts.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't you? We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes, and... You don't just ask a king.
Here they come!
Nice one, Captain!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any...
Is it?
You came with...
Here they come!
I see it there!
Sometimes violence is the only way.
Captain! You're hurt! Captain, behind you! This is bad! They were destined to die! Mend yourself, Captain, quick!
CNT, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Warren's office used to be in the docking bays?
Yeah,
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your advertisement for the following story.
Bless my heart. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. Now, I only have the one nav key, and they're hard to come by these days. Phineas, that old kook. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small... Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? She sent me a recording. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. Can't say I know for...
Sounds like someone poked...
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to...
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. might have been a ruse to keep... You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be the more we got... Don't forget to come find... Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got a punch right.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That helps. You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
You hull-headed quacks do know that... What? Why? Everything's... I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Gotta call... Criminy. Alright. Seems I've gotta do...
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you, you, ain't with... See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. What? No, I didn't... Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill... Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood tier diamond... If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the... Anywho, I barely made it out with...
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me... Thanks for helping me. Or I guess I should...
Saw something. Hey! What do you think you're... Just don't make more calls to me, alright?
Something about being in space gives me creeps.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. Has something happened? I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. I asked him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go. Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? He was my dear... You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him wince... Ah, now tell me, how... No! How dreadful. Right, you're... There, I've removed the flag from your ship. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over... You haven't read the posters? He's a Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. That's... Oh, It's personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells. It's fine, really. Now, if you've nothing else. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal and... That's...
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but... I don't know, Captain. Just...
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I'm not sure the price of her organs will allow a profit. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first... Now.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too. The good news came through the wireless. Look, tell you what, if you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready. But we can say I'm repaying the... You won't be sorry.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good.
When might we expect you out here again?
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully? You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of... I noticed your ship in port. Gotta hand it to you, boss. Yes, just give me a shot. That's all I'm... You're serious, you're giving... I put together a little speech. Hey there, I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons. Firstly, I am highly personable.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress. Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This, in conclusion.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the... What do you think? Sure, an interview. I had this foreman. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But he's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, that's when I broadsided him with a... Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me... Well, former... mock apple pie and a tripical... Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. You can count on me in a scrap. Wow. Thanks, Bob. I'll just gather my personal...
Well, this'll be interesting, huh?
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and she sent me a poem. I don't know if I should read into it, because poems are all symbolic. Oh, law. That's what's... It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? I don't know where it's leading. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Bay. Thanks, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't... Let's see here. They were... I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was... Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some... Come on, Captain, this is no... I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome.
Good luck, Captain. Captain.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you did
Nico's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert. Oh, and... Oh, wow. You remembered. Bottom.
Good choice for getting sloshed.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. I know you mean well, so I don't know what to do about... Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time.
Exactly. Takes a lot of trust to hand...
I don't know, It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really...
Let's read it right.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how this Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still had... I just got a lot of feelings. I need another drink. Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Aw, this was just about to get fun.
Shush you. Oh, Captain. Everything? I got a solar system's worth. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she's in love? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? Well, I never done this before. Never really tried to pursue some... You know I'm not interested in physical affection. That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me. What do you mean? So if I'm doing my very best... Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I suppose so, but... I want to be my best self for her. Well, Captain, this has been... Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the... Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
This was fun. We should...
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. Here, come on.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother. Some of the drinks we tried, I don't feel it today. I wouldn't mind having a drink. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. I reread my message in the morning and it was... I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I want to be honest with her, so... Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all... I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow...
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by trade. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail in What gave it away? It's the... I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing... Glad to hear. It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky. I'll make you one sometime. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell. That... Aw, come on. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close... I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it. No
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight contract haul. Give you drugs.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste.
You look like someone who's taking their share. We all... Welcome!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor.
Is this what...
You came with the crew. Woo, look at... Tennyson, you don't just... Under its skin, you've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't...
Smells kind of like old Mrs. Outflow pipes.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What do you think?
It's so cozy.
Today's my birthday.
Oh yeah? Fuck your birthday.
What do you say we get out of here before we join whoever that was on the grill?
Fred gave me a taste of good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
This is Halcyon News.
You've returned. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's. More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about.
I'm genuinely...
The controls are in the back of the machinery shop area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to know the master of it, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got the thing about Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
I'll keep it down. Halt!
Here we go! And I won't have any new battle scars.
Searching
Here they
for
come! Nailed it, Captain!
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
My boards are returning to green. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also... Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the groundbreak. I was promoted.
They must have been amazing people.
That means a lot coming from a fellow. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. You've got... You're right, I don't. The board is after two things. I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my... The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. You've got...
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
If you're here for this week, any
Slap your whole family tonight.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into...
Welcome back, Captain. How... Yes, Captain.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Mm-hmm. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
I need a word. This Rose... Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the decision. What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town... Anyway, we might as well...